crop out some of the beginning.
Are you gonna be editing this?
Does that take a while?
I mean, I'll go back and like, I can see if the audio needs to do anything, but I feel like the imagery is more your department.
Okay.
You did
Cool sound effects.
You did a great job with the last one. Yeah, but you didn't have any sound effects last time.
I want some like
some boing boings, like those.
Some like zings.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah.
Like, especially when I tell like zinger jokes. Like,
you want to zing
noise? Yeah.
Okay.
Because I felt like last time, like the jokes that I was saying, because I'm full of one-liners, and they just weren't being like really appreciated.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
Yeah.
But I kind of need a cue because sometimes I don't have the best gauge on whether it's a zinger or just a normal joke.
Well, yeah, but that's just why you're not like the comedian.
Right, but when I'm the one putting the sound effects in, it makes it more difficult for me. So if you could maybe like give me a heads up, like.
Well, I mean, I can't say it's a zinger like while I'm doing.
Well, you could, yeah, you could, but you could turn it into like a catchphrase type of thing.
That's something I could do. I feel like I could be pretty good at that.
Well, you're not the one cracking zingers. I mean, if you want to,
I can be on Zinger Watch.
But okay.
I mean, maybe just like after we record this, like before you go back and edit it, just study up on like general comedy a little bit. Maybe watch some like Seinfeld.
Yeah, Jayden could totally do it, or I could do it. But Jayden could totally do it.
Yeah.
But I could also.
It really just comes down to like.
Hold on. Do you want to do the editing or do you want to do the catchphrase zingers?
Well, I don't have a catchphrase. There's no catchphrase.
I think there's. I just think it'd make my world a lot easier if you would say, crack a joke. I don't know, like knock knock, who's there? It's me. Zing a ding ding, something like that, so that I know. All right.
Well, that's
and I'll put the sound effect over the catchphrase, so no one's actually going to hear it. It's just going to be a really loud zing.
Like before the joke, like part of the joke is the zing. It's louder than my actual.
It's like how the news promotes breaking news. They don't say the breaking news. They say breaking news, and then they give you the breaking news. So zinger alert would be zinger. Watch out, zinger's close.
Oh, so we're gonna tell them the joke is coming before.
Yeah. We don't tell the joke. You go watch out, and it's like a tire screech, and then the zinger comes. That way.
So it sounds like.
Yeah, dude. Like
it sounds like an accident.
Anyone can do it, but like I can do it too. Yeah. I don't care who does it, but like I can do it.
There should be warnings because, like, I mean, people might be listening to this at work, or something. We've all been there when you're like trying not to laugh where you shouldn't be laughing. You never know where people are gonna listen to this podcast. Work, school, church.
And what if they're holding a kid and we don't give them a zinger watch? That's our liability. When arm swoops out through the window.
I mean, I've heard about a lot of people that are, like, they hear such a good zinger while they're driving, and they're just flailing around because they're laughing so hard they crash.
Yeah.
And his idea of a sound effect would actually work really well for that.
Yeah.
The screeching
and again,
tires
like anyone can do it, but also I can do it.
What are you doing?
I've told you so many times.
He's on Zinger Watch.
I'm on Zinger Watch.
So you're gonna say something, okay?
But like in the editing.
In the editing. Well, obviously I can't pick up on a natural zinger. That's what makes it a zinger.
That's what I'm asking. Am I editing the video or are you editing the video?
You're doing a lot of the work.
He's just on Zinger Watch.
So you're just watching me edit.
No, you're doing almost all of it. But I'm on.
He's on Zinger Watch.
I'm on Zinger Watch.
It's pretty self-explanatory. Like,
all right, I got it.
This is probably why you goofed it so bad last time. Like, you just don't
have that ear.
You don't have the ear for zingers.
Yeah.
Much less like.
Yeah. You can
definitely can't predict when it's coming.
Yeah. Like you're really good at putting clip art and dragging it for 3 minutes, so you're awesome at that. But the Zinger Watch, that's like an ear thing, something you're born with.
Yeah.
You guys are giving me a lot of flack, but I was the one who initially said I didn't really want to edit the video.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, someone has to.
I can't.
I have a job.
Yeah, but like you're so good at that.
Okay.
At your job and at editing videos.
Yeah.
Do you ever edit videos at your job?
No, but I've thought about it.
You ever watch videos at your job?
Thought about it.
You shouldn't be watching?
Do you have the opportunity to edit videos?
No, not really.
Is there...
You just thought like it would be cool like if you did.
Yeah.
You're thinking about it.
Wait, you were telling me that like pretty much every day your boss will come into the office and be like, all right, now if you... I've been wanting to edit a video that you made at home. You got about 4 hours to do so. And then you get the rest of the day. Everyone edits their own home videos.
Yeah, he lets me do my own thing.
No, the whole office is doing it.
Yeah. If you can't edit, you don't get the job. Doesn't matter what the position is.
Yeah.
So like everybody at your office is a video editor?
Well, no, but they have to kind of learn the trade a little bit.
You never have to actually edit videos. You just
No, it's not. You know, you don't have to put on your resume. It's not part of the qualifications of the job. But
it's a
when
must.
that 4-hour time period where you're editing home movies comes around and you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna look like an idiot from the whole office.
I would hate for my first
Has
day
that happened?
when the boss comes in and he rings the editing bell and everyone's like, "Oh, it's time," and everyone's bringing on their gadgets and editing and clipping, and you're just holding your phone.
How often does this happen?
It's like once a week,
Yeah,
twice.
you said it's every
three
Wednesday.
times a week. It's
Every Wednesday.
and a little bit of the Fridays too, which we've been doing throughout the week.
So are you saying you have to bring videos from home?
Well, it's ideally everybody's working on their own projects. One of my coworkers actually, he's like, he's got these videos of his kids that he likes to splice together. But if you don't have anything, then my boss will give you his home videos.
Or
like,
I mean, no, the guy.
How do you know about your one coworker's kids videos?
Well, they're not all kids.
Yeah.
We've got one guy. He's like 26, and it's like skateboarding videos and stuff like that.
Of like when he was a kid, or like this is him skateboarding as a 26-year-old.
It's him going to the skate park, so there are kids in it, but it's not him. He's 26.
I just want to know why you took the time to give 3 attempts to tell us about the kids, your coworkers, films his kids, splices those together. When you got, apparently another coworker skateboarding, or like.
I was just using an example.
So are there any other parts of your job where it's like, this is not a requirement at all, but there's a certain...
Hold on. What kind of video... What's your kind of videos that you bring from home?
Vlogs.
That's it?
Yeah.
Do you vlog, are they vlogs from work or what you do outside of work?
But both.
It's like outside of work, where are you at? What are those vlogs involve?
Usually hanging out here. Going on a walk or something.
You vlog yourself going on a walk?
Yeah, kind of like old Toby Turner style.
Daniel just vlogs? Y'all live together?
No, he's never been in one of them. It's usually just me.
You'll borrow my phone and film stuff in my room.
But back in the day, Toby Turner used to do his vlogs, and it would just be him walking around the block. And he'd go what did he do? Red.
He turned Tobuscus.
Tobuscus, yeah. He would do the red. What did he do? It was like white, red. He would put his finger over the camera, and he had some signature catchphrase. I do stuff like that. Just walking around the block, talking to my viewers. I've never actually finished one. Anyways, I think it's about time we start the podcast. Maybe give a little intro.
Yeah, all right. Oh, you want to do that song that we were working on? The intro song.
You spill it?
No. Yeah, we can do that.
Are we just gonna sing it together?
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1. It's the Good Clean Fun Podcast.
That's not the song that we had worked on.
That was a lot sweeter.
That was one I remembered working
We
on.
could try again.
Sure.
And kind of have a more smooth transition to hey, what's up, guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You want to count it in?
2, 1. It's the Good Clean Fun Podcast.
What is up, guys? We're back here, episode 2 of the Good Clean Fun Podcast. Yeah, we had a short little intro there talking about work, but
Well, that's what took us a couple years in between videos, is that the theme song and coming up with that clever editing bit.
yeah.
Yeah. And just a quick refresher, because it's been a while since last we spoke. My name's Jayden. I'm one of the hosts.
My name's Logan. I'm the second host.
My name is Daniel. I'm the third host.
Yeah.
And it's just us 3. Just 3 guys hanging out, talking about life, talking about current events, and just kind of seeing what's up.
Yeah, drinking drinking some White Claw. Last episode, we legally, at least I couldn't legally drink.
Were we not?
Oh, wait, no.
Were we not men?
It was 2 weeks after my 21st birthday was the last episode.
No, we were 20.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was 2 weeks after my 20th.
We weren't grown men.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Still gets me.
A lot has changed since the last one, and that's one of the things. There's actually a lot of other things, too.
I'd say number one thing, another reason why it's taking so long is Daniel's sick. We've been waiting on Daniel to get sick before we did.
Mm-hmm. I used to be real healthy.
But we decided we needed an edge, something that nobody else was doing. Mm-hmm. As we spoke earlier, we were saying, there's plenty of podcasts, 3 guys having a great time, all healthy, but nobody's really doing it where there's 2 guys having a really good time being all healthy and one guy's just real sick.
Yeah, no one's doing that.
Yeah,
it hasn't been done, at least not to my knowledge, and I really do think we're breaking ground here with having sick Daniel.
But I'm just worried that y'all are gonna keep getting me sick, and then we find out there's another podcast where they have that sick guy, and he's way more sick.
Well,
than I am.
That's naturally going to happen.
You'll just have to get sicker.
Well, wouldn't we just want to pull the plug on that guy? That way, I could remain the sickest and still keep my sick level the same.
I don't know if we should kill the other guy.
At least not on air.
Well, if we did, it'd be oh, he was so sick.
Yeah, I mean, naturally it's going to happen. We're going to have copycats, and people are going to one up us Daniel was just feeling bad. We've got a guy who's really, really sick. That's just naturally going to happen.
I
guess that's a bridge we can cross when we get there, but I don't think we should start planning to kill anyone.
No,
especially not.
I think what it comes down to is you just got to be sicker than anyone else.
I'm just scared that when they call us out, and they're like, you totally stole our MO. We got our guys way sicker. Come see him in person. And we get there, and he looks terrible. Mm-hmm.
He'll win that battle.
What do we do? Because I can't out-sick that guy.
Sure you can.
We can maybe move to 2 sick people? I don't know.
I think one of us has to go.
Die?
They got, 2 sick guys.
Yeah, it doesn't want to be like a bomber,
Well,
2 guys are sick. It's just going to drag it down.
Sure.
It's like heavy weight.
That actually makes me wonder, Daniel, why don't you talk about your sickness a little bit?
Yeah, so I used to be really healthy. We were wanting to do this episode, and they repeatedly said we can't do it until you can't get up.
That's right.
Well, you don't have the COVID, though, do you?
No.
Officer, we've got a COVID case here.
Why would you do that? They coming?
No, you don't have COVID.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was feeling real good yesterday, and then today I got shot by a soldier. I got a shot by a soldier.
You said that earlier, but you still haven't really elaborated on that. Are you saying the man who gave you your COVID shot was a soldier?
I'm not gonna lie. When I pulled up, everyone there was a soldier. I'm not kidding.
What does that mean?
It was like
all
in movies like Godzilla, when it's middle of the movie and the military has occupied the town.
Yeah. That was the COVID vaccine site.
It was kind of like that. But, they made us feel like we're safe now, but, if we didn't listen, that could all change. Mm-hmm. That was kind of the vibe.
Where did you was this on a military base that you got your shot?
No, this was
This is the strangest shot story I've ever heard.
This was This was down the road. An old food city market.
Did they think you were in the
It
service?
was right next to a Little Caesars.
Yeah, was this made for service members?
I may have marked that I was in the military to get the vaccine. I'm not gonna even lie about it.
Did you do this? Did you actually? That is something you would do, and it's adding up.
When they were...
Yeah, you've been so suspicious about all of this.
I had no idea how to act.
When you say
stolen
everyone,
valor to get a vaccine.
I didn't prance around with medals in a wheelchair.
now when you say everyone there was a
But you
soldier,
described it as Godzilla when the military occupies a city, except at the Whole Foods.
There was a food city.
Oh, food city.
when you say everyone there was a soldier, do you mean everyone who was administering the vaccine,
Oh,
or
yeah,
everyone who was receiving
you couldn't
it?
get in unless...
But everyone
The
receiving the
soldiers were.
vaccine was also in the military.
So
It was soldiers on soldiers?
No, not everyone there was in the military. There's some old people there. I hope they're not in the military.
Probably veterans, maybe?
Maybe. I don't want to say they're not. I don't want to take away their valor. And they're old.
Any more than you already did.
No, I didn't take anyone's valor. I just qualified for a shot.
Yeah, at the end of the day, though, you've got the vaccine.
Yeah, man. It's a wild ride. They stuck me in my shoulder pretty good. I've been real sleepy. You can hear that. I kind of got a runny nose right now.
A vaccine that makes you sick. Now that's ironic. And we're back. Sorry, guys, we had to take a quick break due to some technical difficulties, but we are back and better than ever.
There will be no pause in the recording.
Everything should flow naturally.
On the recording, we were gone for 3 seconds.
Well, I'd still like to say that. So, we're just talking about how a lot's changed since the last episode. I want to talk about the last episode a little bit because I think we released it and everybody was expecting a little bit more, and then we kind of decided to take a step back, which was an interesting choice to a lot of people. But I'm glad we did it. And, we can joke, oh, we wanted Daniel to be sick, but I think
we wanted the zinger warning.
that was it.
Oh.
That was a big part of it for me.
Well, we wrote down on our plan, it was make episode 1, brainstorm. We've just been brainstorming.
Yeah, we've just been
about
thinking
2.5 years.
Well, I wasn't a part of that brainstorming process, I don't think. You guys just kind of texted me and said, we're doing this again.
Yeah.
And so, what I always thought was, I thought the podcast market was starting to get a little saturated. And I think we came in, we made some waves, and then we realized that we were going to make an ocean. And so we kind of had to take a step back.
Yeah, figure out, we need a sick guy, we need a zinger warning.
Yeah.
You got a scarf now. That's something.
Yeah, I started to change my outfit up a little bit for this episode. It's a bit of a celebration episode because we are back and better than ever.
I've never seen you wear that scarf before, and you honestly haven't talked about it ever.
Well,
I've known you for a while.
yeah, it's a new episode and it's a new start, I think.
When'd you get the scarf?
It's 5 years ago, I think.
And you thought that a podcast with no video capturing at all, it would be perfect for the debut.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a nice change of pace.
Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But I don't want to talk about my wardrobe for too long.
last podcast I was probably pretty well groomed and bathed. This time I haven't showered. Today's Monday. I haven't showered since Friday, and that was honestly Friday was barely even a shower because we were already, our hot water heater is broken, and we were already out of hot water on Friday.
Did you use any cleaning products?
Yeah, but I was in and out in less than one song's length, and I spent most of that time not under the freezing cold water.
Yeah.
So, who's to say how clean I really got?
Yeah.
I'm also out of soap. That was before the hot water went out. Just ran out of soap. Just got some new soap though. I'm really excited.
Did you go bar or did you go dispenser?
Last one was bar. This one I went liquid. It's a scrub.
Yeah, I like that.
Like a 2-in-1?
No, not 2-in-1. I've matured past that.
Bars of soap last forever.
See, my last bar. It lasted a little bit. Like Actually, yeah, it lasted like.
Did you have like a bar for the
2.5
sink
months.
and then a bar for the shower? Because my sink bar is about half the size of my shower bar. I don't know if that's right.
That doesn't sound right at all.
Maybe I need to use soap bar.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't wash my hands that much in my own bathroom.
Do you only wash after you poop? You wash after you poop. Say it in the mic. You wash after you poop.
I think we're not going anywhere. It's not necessary.
Yeah.
Everything you would touch would have a little shit on it.
No. You get the right slice.
That's dangerous.
I mean, you know, if I ever like, if something ever slips, you know, I'll wash it. But for the most part, you know, I feel like.
So unless you see shit on your hands, you don't wipe after a poop.
No, I always wipe. I just don't always wash.
That's what I meant to say. Wash.
Yeah.
So in order for you to be like, I'm gonna take the next 30 seconds and clean my fingers.
Honestly, what it comes down to is just how the poop left me feeling. If I don't feel clean, you know, as a whole, I'll usually wash my hands. But if it was a real quick in and out, no problem. You know, smooth operation. I feel like it's not necessary. I live in squalor anyways.
Yeah.
And that right there is white boy summer energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's living in squalor.
Living in squalor.
Is it like a squalor of like, you know, one day I'm gonna make it, or is it like a squalor of like this is gonna be a thing for my whole life?
It's like a little bit of both. You know, like I cleaned a little bit today, but like when you get to a certain point in the squalor,
Yeah.
you kind of just got to move out. You know,
Yeah.
there's permanent, irreversible damage at a certain extent. Like the hot water, you don't realize what the water heater takes a toll on your house. You can't do dishes. You can't do laundry. That's where most of the squalor comes from.
Yeah.
You got something to say, Scarf Boy?
On this topic, no.
Just because you just live such a clean life.
Well, I kind of wanted to go back to the podcast topic that we were talking about,
Okay.
and not talk about the poop on the hands and the squalor and the lack of soap.
Well, it shows kind of like how he was saying, you know, I used to be a lot cleaner, and now
Things have
you know,
changed.
Life's
Yeah.
not
Yeah, that's what
life's
I'm
not so good.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
I mean,
we're still on the tangent.
Mm-hmm.
Last episode we recorded in my nice, relatively clean apartment, you know, but
Now you got no soap.
I got no soap. Bunch of squib and squalor.
Yeah.
Always sliding around everywhere.
That's good.
Yeah. Anyways, going back to the podcast world, I feel like when we did our first episode, podcasts were popular, but they weren't on top of the world by any means. You know, everybody had like one podcast. Now everybody's got like 7. And I just
Everybody's
think
got 7.
everybody's listening to 7 podcasts at once, and personally, I can't keep up. And I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, you know, podcasts were okay, and then we did ours, and then suddenly they're the biggest thing in the world. And I know our podcast we didn't get millions of hits or anything, but
Not yet.
We definitely got clicks though.
we got clicks, and I can't help but think, you know, maybe people were watching or listening. Like Joe Rogan, for example, you know, he just got that Spotify deal where his show is going to be exclusively on Spotify. Is that right?
Pretty similar to the one they offered us, but we said no.
Yeah, and when I see the success that Joe's seen, I can't help but think, did he listen to our podcast?
Probably.
Did he listen?
Because
And-
like he wasn't really doing that great like before.
Yeah. And plus, you just look at the topics. Back then, everything was so PC.
Nobody was talking about Turpin family.
Yeah.
We
We-
unleashed the cages on podcasts, much like the children so desperately needed to be unleashed themselves.
Yeah, I think we brought the news in a way that was kind of dark and twisted and unique. Nobody else was really doing that, and now everybody's doing it. And I think, I'm not saying there's a correlation, but I think it's interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely interesting there.
makes me wonder who else was listening to our podcast. Who's listening to this podcast? Is it the next great podcaster?
There could be someone listening right now trying to silence us.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Like PC police?
PC police, yeah. But we're probably gonna post this, in the big
Internet.
Yeah, the internet. What am I trying to say? Like the big social media, monsters. Probably gonna say like
The trolls.
yeah, the trolls. PC police. They're probably gonna be like information in this podcast could be.
Yeah. I just don't want to be like
misleading.
driving to work and like there's a huge picket line of people protesting and I can't get through and then I'm late for work.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to explain to my boss that I had back in the day, I had such an influential podcast and it revolutionized the media platform. And now I'm suffering in the future. I can't even get to work on time because of our impact and the trolls coming after us.
You think people are going to be protesting this episode of the podcast in 20 years?
Probably. I mean, like maybe not this episode in particular, but like the impact that we had on the podcast and just the cultural scene as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of important details being if we don't get silenced.
Yeah.
If we don't get silenced,
You see it in politics too. Donald Trump was president, and he would tweet these outlandish things that you didn't think you could say. And whenever I'd read one of those tweets, I think, was Donald listening to our podcast?
He might have been.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They came after him. They tried to, Twitter, old liberal, kicked him off. For what?
A couple jokes.
I think they were
Jokes.
I think they were sending us a message. They're like, if we can kick off the president, imagine what we can do to two 23-year-old guys with one podcast episode under their belt.
Why just two guys? There's three of us.
I'm sick.
Too healthy guys.
Anyways, all that to say, I think that's a big reason why we decided to come back, bring back episode 2, maybe try to pump some new energy into the medium.
Yeah. Like, take everyone for another ride that they weren't expecting. The ride of a life, like we did last time.
Mm-hmm. Tackle some controversial topics that not everybody's really ready to talk about.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I think Shane Dawson had a podcast. I think
He
was doing stuff nobody else was doing. Right.
Yeah.
People like
Yeah, definitely. I don't not exactly the kind of waves I was looking to make. Not the Shane Dawson waves, but I get what you're coming from. I guess kind of strange example. But
There's other examples.
like who?
Well, I mentioned Joe Rogan earlier.
So it's Shane Dawson and Joe Rogan.
Just to name two. Just name a couple. Like I said, there's so many. It's like podcast city out there. There's so many podcasts. I can't keep up.
But the two that you keep up with is Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it's just the ones I hear about. I actually don't listen to any podcasts. I personally don't like them.
But all right. Well, what else? I mean, we got the canal.
The Suez Canal.
Yeah, pretty big news happening there.
Who do we think knows the least amount of information out of the three? And because they should explain it based on their limited point of view.
Probably me.
Okay, you think you know the least?
Well,
on the
I think the
subject?
boat got stuck and blocked all the other boats, right?
Okay, that's a good start. Yeah, elaborate a little bit more.
That's all I know.
Oh, yeah, that is all.
Well, there's a boat and it got stuck and it blocked all the other boats, and so trade just crashed.
The whole trade crashed.
Well, not all of the trade.
Was it like traffic, or was it kind of like a single file line?
I imagine it started as a single file line, but eventually people got antsy.
On the boat?
Yeah, the sailors.
What do you think these sailors looked like?
Did you ever watch Flapjack, that old cartoon? I imagine they all look like Knuckles.
You think all of the sailors,
Well, they weren't blue, but yeah.
but they were still like.
So,
90%
some people
chin.
are like, we reanalyze statues of Roman emperors, and here's what they would look like thanks to this technology. So, with your glance, it's like, hey, give us a description of a 2021 Mediterranean sailor, and you just want
I say Captain Knuckles
Captain Knuckles
from Marvel's Miss Adventures of Flapjack from Cartoon Network.
Are a couple of these guys the captain, or are they all? They're just all of them.
The captain probably doesn't look like Knuckles. Because Knuckles was a bit of a disgraced captain. He wasn't much of a captain anymore.
Well, I mean, the captain of the Evergreen is probably pretty disgraced now.
Well, he looks like Knuckles now, but he didn't like a week or so ago. I'd imagine the captains look something more.
Being disgraced, like, makes you physically change your appearance to Knuckles.
Not right away, but eventually, yes.
So is he blue? Has he gone that far?
I don't know if there's any blue Knuckles out there, but I'd imagine.
Besides the one.
I'd imagine the shame and the alcoholism probably gives your skin kind of a palish, bluish tint. Yeah.
And that's just like a week's worth of shame,
Mm-hmm.
and really life changing and
well, at a certain
life-altering
point, sailors
effects.
stop feeling that shame. You know,
Well, tell us more about what it is you think that sailors do. He's your average sailor.
So yeah, the captain is doing what on that boat?
well, he's running deck to aft, saying, telling
Deck to what?
deck to the aft. That's a thing. Aft of the ship. Port to starboard. He's running port to starboard.
Those are things.
Port to starboard, and he's telling his crew how to sail a ship.
And how big do you, in your knowledge, how big are these ships that are?
Well, clearly this Suez Canal boat was pretty big. So I rest my case. They're big ships, and they require a big crew. And they require a smart captain to tell that crew what to do. And clearly this captain, I don't know, he's probably drunk.
Oh, he's drunk.
This
all
captain
the
was
time.
probably drunk off of rum, and he gave the wrong instructions,
About the
and
sails?
suddenly the boat is stuck in the canal.
So, do you think the
I
mix-up
wasn't
on?
there.
Do you think the mix-up on instructions was he was like, "Hey, let's go through the canal," and they're like, "What?" He's like, "He said let's block the canal."
Well, they were sailing. They messed the sails up.
Well, I think he said "arg." I think he said "arg,"
And then the boat turned.
Well, no, he said other stuff, but that was the gist. It was
It's probably some like gestures.
Yeah, arg,
arg, arg.
And they were like,
Arg,
right.
get up there,
Yeah.
Right, take a right.
It was kind of hard.
But it was just he was trying out something new.
turn the ship to the starboard bow.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, and
Sailor
it was
talk.
wrong, and it clearly got stuck.
And then.
Well,
Started.
they got it out, right?
Yeah, but the captain,
He turned blue.
It sounds immediately.
They
As soon as they got
launched.
stuck, he just started shaking and
Look, I don't want to keep talking about this because I've proven my points, and you guys haven't actually provided any input.
No, I mean, most of what you said, I think, is pretty spot on.
Well, thank you. I sometimes I feel like you guys think that I don't know what I'm talking about when these serious topics get brought up,
Dude,
and it makes me feel kind of empty.
Speaking of Flapjack, I occasionally see some Flapjack slander online, which for one, I feel like is a very strange thing to come after.
It was a good show. Pushed a lot of boundaries for its day.
I liked the show.
Yeah.
I never saw it.
I mean, but the thing is, most people are saying that it's like terrifying, quote unquote, stuff like that, which I'm not saying I disagree with, but it was a good show. Just very dark and gloomy all the time.
If I'm being honest, I haven't seen it in 10 years. So I don't know if... I was never scared of it as a kid.
Well, it's not like scary. It's not like...
It's just freak, kind of creepy, gross.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just creepy and gross.
That was Cartoon Network's thing back then, though.
Yeah, like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That
Like,
show was
beforehand.
scary.
That show was genuinely terrifying. I still won't watch that.
And they knew kids were watching it.
I want to know who was the audience for Courage the Cowardly Dog. I don't think I've ever met anybody who was like, yeah, I loved that show when I was a kid. But I swear, it aired like 4 episodes every single night.
I wasn't allowed to watch it.
I
feel
didn't want to watch it. There
I feel
was
like
shows
the kids
like,
that like really watched it and really liked it are the same kids that would like experiment way too much with food in the cafeteria, like dipping everything like mac and cheese and like ketchup.
and then like eat a bunch of chocolate cake and like throw up on the ground.
Yeah. They'd always just like in the middle of the test they would just throw up everywhere.
Yeah, those were Did y'all ever throw up in class? Like in the actual classroom?
No, but I'm taking it that you did.
No.
Oh.
No, I that was one of my biggest fears, and honestly, to this day, I've graduated school. I'm never going back. I still am scared of throwing up in like a classroom.
Yeah, dude. But like, it always made me so mad when people did, because I just saw that. I feel like that's just immature. You know, I remember even in first grade, I'm gonna name drop. Logan Peterson threw up right next to me, and I was just like, I mean, you know, no animosity towards Logan, good guy. It just made me so mad in the moment. I was like, man, you could just walked out, you know. But instead, I got spaghetti sauce on my desk because of it shooting out of his mouth at such velocity. I'm so scared of vomit. I was like out of that room in like 5 seconds.
That's
from the very back.
If the spaghetti sauce landed on your desk, that means he was kind of looking at you.
Well, he was just the desk next to me, and he just sprayed his desk.
Ugh.
I didn't eat spaghetti sauce for like a year after that. But like, yeah, like I threw up in school one time that I can remember in 8th grade. And I made it my duty. I sprinted to the bathroom with my hand over my mouth. Made a scene, but you know what? Didn't throw up in front of everybody. So that's something I'm just kind of passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's never, you know.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. I've never heard that take.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just feel like no matter what you're doing, you can make it at the bare minimum to the trash can. But you know, I don't know. I never was.
Not everyone feels that way. Some people like to spew on their desk.
They like. Who do you know that likes to?
Well, I would say I know anyone who likes to, but it is common that, like that story you were just telling.
You saying that Logan did that out of intention?
No.
Did you ever throw up on your desk?
No.
I feel like that's what you're getting at. I feel like you're this imaginary person that you're making up.
No, I never liked that.
So when you threw up on your desk, was it one of those things where you're like, I want to see what this is like?
I didn't know. I didn't throw up on my desk and I didn't like it. End of conversation.
I just feel like you're hiding something from us.
No. I would never do that. I always threw up in the trash can.
So you did throw up in the classroom?
Well, no. But if I had to, I would have thrown up in the trash can.
No.
And I would have been perfectly happy doing it. I don't want to throw up on my desk.
You definitely wanted to throw up on your desk. You're one of those people that it's not a type of person. You're just, this is you.
And the desks are never fully flat. There's always some sort of tilt.
Yeah, it always got everywhere. Well, for other people.
And the tilt, it's not really like a fast tilt. It's like a slow.
Were you jealous?
Slow
Were
tilt.
you jealous of people that threw up on their desks?
No.
Did
I
you
threw
think
up in the trash can every time.
Did you think?
So
it was,
you did?
I would have thrown up in the trash can every time, is what I meant to say. I never actually did. Or I would have gone to the bathroom, gone to the toilet. But never on my desk.
All right, man. I feel like you're getting at something here, but...
No. Nope.
All right, well, I don't really have any more topics unless we want to talk a little bit more about Chet Hanks or Lil Nas X. I don't know if we talked about Lil Nas at all.
We haven't talked about either of those things. We've talked about shit and puke.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's just normal, like, guy
Well, when we market this
just how you grow up when
episode
it's,
Spotify or whatever streaming
Yeah.
service, they're gonna be like, give us a quick log line rundown. Be like, well, after 2.5 years, we've got
it's been
new.
It's been over 3 years.
Yeah, we've got new takes on
everything.
on poop and puke,
And yeah, including those two things.
Yeah,
and sailors.
That's just bro talk, especially when it's two healthy guys and one really sick guy.
Yeah,
You don't sound that sick, I gotta say. You sound pretty good.
I'm hiding it.
You're doing a great job.
I don't feel good.
I wanted to backtrack a little bit. Logan, earlier you mentioned you being gross, having white boy energy. That's what you said. Reminded me that...
No, I said that's white boy summer.
Okay, that's where I was getting at then. Yeah, white boy summer. White boy summer is coming up, according to Chet Hanks. He posted a viral video online saying that he had a good feeling it's gonna be White Boy Summer, not like Trump or NASCAR, but like him and Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
And I was wanting to maybe talk about that because it is making waves on the internet right now. And personally, I think it's a great idea because we had the Hot Girl Summer thing, we had something else, I don't remember what it was, but I'm excited for this White Boy Summer, and I'm glad that Chet Hanks is kind of the one to spearhead it. You know, I feel like his dad gets all the credit, and no one really knows too much about Chet.
Ben Shapiro voice that he just snapped into to talk about White Boy Summer.
I didn't like any of that setup. And honestly,
Also,
watching it happen in person was much worse.
This scarf, dude. This scarf it's making you someone else.
During that part, I was like, does he even need us?
I don't know if the scarf is White Boy Summer.
Well, it's not summer yet.
Yeah, but it's about to be.
But I feel like you
Well,
have
I'm
to
going to be wearing this in the summer because, well, A, it would be way too hot, so why would I? I'm going to be wearing T-shirts and stuff like that.
Okay, my question about Chet Hanks is, I'll be honest, I did not know Tom Hanks had kids.
You got 2
And
or 3.
more than that, I didn't know that he named one of those kids Chet.
Yeah.
And that Chet's just running around now telling everyone what to do.
Yeah,
He's like inspiring people.
Yeah, he's making the rules and regulations.
But like, who did someone give him this power, or he said, "I'm gonna have power."
He earned it. You know.
Well, if you watch the video, he says that he just had a feeling.
I know, but like,
He said, "Hey y'all, I just wanted to tap in real quick." That's how he starts the video, and then he compared it. Who were the 2 people you listed?
It was himself.
Him and Jack Harlow. He
Yeah.
also said John B.
Yeah.
And I'm curious if that is John B. from.
oh, it's Outer Banks
Yeah,
for sure.
Banks.
It's absolutely Outer
I think
Banks.
he's referencing that John B. That's the energy of White Boy Summer. Because I think I can match that.
How many do a lot of people follow Chet, or did this just happen to spiral out and Chet's energy kind of?
No, he's got
Chet's been around the public eye before.
he's got a really powerful following. Actually, I believe Bad Girl Riri, or some people call her Rihanna, commented on one of his Hot Boy Summer posts on Instagram I saw, with 3 crying laughing emojis. So it's pretty much locked in. It's
a for sure thing.
It's gonna be a White Boy Summer.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. You know, if it is John B. from Outer Banks, then I might, you know, bum around in some sand and maybe fall off a high building like he does.
Yeah. Only bruise your wrist
Yeah,
after a 50-foot drop.
yeah. It was him that fell off, right?
Yeah. Well, it's probably the White Boy Summer that protected him. That sand.
Yeah.
Now, had he fallen on winter ground, he probably would have died. But White Boy Summer sand, that's soft as a pillow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing that the girl didn't fall off. She probably would have not made it. I already forgot her name too.
Yeah, I forgot. It's probably like Sarah Cameron.
Yeah, her real name definitely isn't Madeline either.
Yeah.
Definitely don't follow her on Instagram.
Nope, me either.
But I think if that's the John B. that Chet Hanks listed, I find that very interesting. I feel like he's kind of got a different vibe from Chet Hanks and Jack Harlow. But he is a white boy, you know, and he definitely loves the summer. He lives it up in the summertime.
I know nothing about Outer Banks, so I didn't know who John B. was.
Are you looking at a picture of him?
No.
Basically, his whole thing is like,
He's like
I got
white
long
boy
hair. I got long hair. I'm out in the sun all day, and I'm gonna be running and hiding from a lot of people.
Also,
looking for my dad.
John B. is a DJ.
No, he's not.
There's a John B. who is a DJ. There's also a John B. who is a American singer-songwriter.
Do either of them?
And I've heard of the singer-songwriter John B. I'm pretty sure that's who Chet was.
I don't think he
referring
just picked 2 people from just the music industry though.
I think
Jack
he would.
Harlow and John B.
I think he definitely would.
Well, does he look like he has white boy summer energy?
Yes.
Describe him. Is he cute?
He looks like let me see him. Couldn't really see him. Kind of looks like the dude from that '70s show. Eric?
Topher Grace?
No, that's his real name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kind of looks like him. I think Topher Grace is white boy summer energy. Specifically his Eric character. That's I could get down with that.
I feel like Eric Foreman's probably the opposite of Jack Harlow.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but part of white boy summer, the energy is they don't discriminate anybody. So, for all the Erics out there like myself, we could still have a white boy summer. Mm-hmm. Just gotta,
You just can't wear Sperry's or plaid.
Can't wear Sperry's with plaid. Gotta have like a borderline abusive father, and I need to date a woman who is much prettier and larger than me.
And also is like shames you, treats you poorly in public.
Yeah, but like I deserve it.
Yeah, and you take it well. You hold back everything well, but they're all emotions there. Yeah.
I could get down with that. That could be maybe my white boy summer.
Mm-hmm. Either way, I think white boy summer is a very exciting thing, and I'm glad Chet Hanks is finally getting the spotlight that he deserves.
Yeah, I'm glad he's spearheading it. If anybody were to spearhead white boy summer, I'll probably choose Chet Hanks.
So what do you think the next thing he'll like spearhead? Like what's the next?
This is probably it.
Oh, you think it's gonna begin and end with White Boy Summer?
I don't think it's gonna end.
Because if White Boy Summer goes well, like this is his internship.
That's more of it's like a life thing.
The president or whoever's in charge, whoever has the biggest microphone, might ask him to spearhead more stuff, and then we might have a Chet world.
We might have a Chet problem.
A bunch of Chet Hanks running around.
Yeah.
I don't think that would really be a problem.
And then we
something new.
We wouldn't know who's the real Chet Hanks.
They all look the same.
Yeah, dude. Have you seen a picture of that guy? Every larger guy I've ever seen out of town looks exactly like Chet Hanks.
Yeah. But
he's always out of town.
His defining characteristic is probably his Jamaican voice. You heard him snap into that?
I heard about it. I don't think I've.
I think he's like actually Rastafarian, or like follows the Rastafarian religion or whatever. But like he just on occasions will snap into this Jamaican voice. It's really impressive, honestly. It kind of catches you off guard. You don't really expect a dude named Chet to be able to do things like that, but he does.
Many talents.
I would say that kind of makes me want to talk about. If we didn't know it was Chet Hanks and a guy named Chet was telling us to be part of White Boy Summer, what do we think about? Like, what does a Chet kind of imply?
It brings a lot to the table.
Yeah.
If his name wasn't Chet, more specific, if it wasn't Chet Hanks, I wouldn't listen.
If it was like Tom
Brady.
Brady?
If Tom Brady told me it was White Boy Summer, I wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
But I think you get a guy like Chet who's on the come up, and Chet kind of holds that something's gonna happen with or without you kind of energy, and that's kind of what White Boy Summer is. It's like whatever you do, it's gonna happen.
It's also like, for one, it's a community effort, but he is definitely spearheading this. And I looked at Chet. That's somebody I want to be. I want to be like Chet. I don't want to be like Tom Brady or anybody else really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be married to like a model and win 7 world titles.
But Chet Hanks, Jack Harlow, John B. possibly from Outer Banks, still not really sure. Those are people that I want to, I want to have on my team.
Mm-hmm. Do you think there are some celebrities out there who feel robbed that Chet hasn't like grabbed them and been like, this is also a White Boy Summer icon?
Pete Davidson's probably pretty upset about it.
Yeah. I was about to say Machine Gun Kelly for sure.
Yeah, I mean that whole friend group.
I'm kind of upset about it.
That you weren't included?
Yeah.
You think Chet knows who you are?
Yeah. I mean, he probably just hasn't like included me yet.
He's waiting. He's waiting to do it.
Yeah, but I think I definitely have the White Boy Summer energy. People compare me to like John B. and Jack Harlow and Chet a lot.
I have heard them say, people have compared you to Chet Hanks before.
Yeah, a lot.
Because I'll get it a lot. It's like, hey man, didn't you live with that Logan guy last year who's like a spot on Jack Harlow?
Yeah, and I would get, didn't you live with Chet Hanks? I'll say no, that was just my friend Logan.
No, that was just that homeless guy.
Yeah.
That was basically.
Anyways, I want to move on to other current events. Rapper and singer Lil Nas X recently came under some fire for his latest music video for Montero, as well as for his line of shoes he released that he dubbed the Satan shoes. What do you guys think about that?
I don't really have much an opinion on it.
Yeah, I guess I don't either.
I think it's kind of hard to talk about.
There have been some pretty good TikToks though, where it's basically the only joke I've seen is like people will just be like naming somebody who's like probably in hell, and then like you'll hear like a little blip of Montero go by and be like, what was that? Like Rush Limbaugh or something. So.
I mean, of all people to be referenced in hell, I think Rush Limbaugh's not like the top of the list. Is he? I don't know.
I think he's pretty up
Right
there.
now, yeah. Right at the moment, yes.
Did he do something?
He died.
He died. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is dead.
Yeah.
He died very recently. And
It's usually
most
step
people,
one to getting into hell.
yeah, most people were talking about how he's probably in hell.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a bad look on him.
Not good for him. Not good for Rush.
Probably not. Can't be liking it, you know. Maybe he's pulling a little Nas X. So.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he's got his own podcast down there. Who knows?
The Rush Limbaugh podcast live from hell.
I'd listen to that if that somehow got leaked.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about Lil Nas X. I guess I don't really have much of an opinion on it either.
We'll say, I'm pretty sure in every Lil Nas X video that I've seen at least, I think he plays, like he is every character in the video, which is, it's impressive. I don't know how they do it. You know, that's beyond me.
Well, Billy Ray Cyrus was in one of them.
Yeah, similar people when it comes down to it. Pretty much same thing.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any more topics. Y'all got anything else?
I just want to say it's been an honor to chat with you guys. Talk about some stuff. Talk about some current events. It's been a great time.
Can we sign off with the theme song?
Yeah. Alright, who wants to count us in?
1, 2, 3.
This is the Good
Clean Fun Podcast.
Alright. Put in your stupid password.